According to the Christian religion, the seraphim are the angels that are located in what has been called the 9 existing celestial choirs, or also called blessed spirits in the world of angels. They are also known as burning flames. In the writings where reference is made to the seraphim, the prophet Isaiah describes them as angels who burn, with 6 wings and who surround the throne of God, constantly praising him. These celestial beings, always at the service of God, belong to the highest hierarchical level, being the most powerful of the army of heaven. The term seraphim is of Hebrew origin, and means fiery. Isaiah describes the seraphim as beings that possess 6 wings, 2 to cover their face, 2 to cover their feet and 2 to fly. It is also said that they have many eyes. In the Christian belief it is the highest angelic rank, and in the Jewish tradition it occupies the 5th place of the 10 hierarchies of angels that exist. It is not specified in any writing exactly how many seraphim exist in this angelic hierarchy. However, it is specified that the song of praises to God was intoned by some and repeated by others, that is to say that there are several, but there is no certainty of the exact number. The images and figures of angels have always been present in popular culture. However, their artistic representations generally and in the great majority of cases, do not have similarity, nor do they coincide with the beings described in the different religious scriptures where they are mentioned. Generally, people believe they have a fairly acceptable image of what angels are and especially how they look, but this image that has become popular does not relate or compare with the beings described in the Bible. Many sculptures, paintings and other artistic samples represent beings with human form, wings, and great size and beauty. The religious scriptures of Christian origin do not mention that angels have wings, even when the artist places these elements. The seraphim, however, do have wings, and that differentiates them from other angelic beings. They are also said to be genderless, even when they are referred to using male pronouns in writings and male characteristics in illustrations. Seraphim are usually represented by a majestic human figure of great beauty. However, in many cultures, beliefs and sacred writings they are described with totally different appearances. There are some cases where artists paint the seraphim as a head and wings, or a large eye and wings, seeking to represent with certain fidelity the allegedly real description. In certain esoteric beliefs, many indicate that they are a kind of fiery serpent that guards the divine throne. However, it is not very common to see this representation in artistic works. Among the characteristics and aspects that these beings have, it is described that they have the form of animals, and in their physical structure they have wings, and that each one has between 10 and 20 eyes. These wings allow them to move with fast movements. 2 wings use it to cover the face and the head, which apparently is covered with the brightness from which God is derived. But with the eyes of their wings they can see the presence of the Creator. With the other 2 they protect their feet, and with the other 2 wings they have the grace to fly. Their movements when they fly are always upward, which can mean that they are only toward the Creator. In their properties, it can also be seen that it is the spiritual beings that have incredible and spectacular beauty and brilliance, as well as transmitting the warmth of fire, which is related to the abundant joy of their light that comes from the cosmos, individual love and the universal love of wisdom. By nature, they are singers and musicians, especially for the kingdom of God, and many of them have musical instruments that they use to sing their songs. They are specialists in creating wonderful and sublime music, with which they enchant those who have the privilege of listening to them. The Holy Scriptures, in Genesis, say that humans were tempted at that time by an intelligent reptile that resembled a serpent, a creature even more intelligent than any other creatures created by God. It speaks of the fallen angels, and that just as these creatures must have been angels originally, we are facing an angelic quality that is described exactly with the representations shown in ancient civilizations, and also in the sacred books. In this case, the seraphim are quickly detailed in the form of a serpent with fire, and they help to protect the creation. In the Old Testament, there are writings that say that the commander of the seraphim is called Beelzebub, or Baalzebub, which referred to the well-known Baal, said to be one of the fallen angels, and his power is only behind that of Lucifer. However, in the New Testament and the Orthodox Church, the Archangel Michael manifests himself as the designated prince of all celestial entities, including the seraphim. Even when in the sacred scriptures the existence of the seraphim is mentioned and they are the object of study in angelology, their names are not indicated, only a brief description and their work. But in the esoteric world, the names of some seraphim are mentioned, which govern certain months and give special characteristics to people born in them. The seraphim represent the 7 supreme lords, each one of them governs a kingdom, which gives a divine attribute to each level of creation and are considered the first beings that emanated the divine unity. Geliel, the name of this seraphim means the help of God. Called angel of fecundity, it symbolizes the value of moral and spiritual fidelity, as well as fertility for beings that inhabit the earth. Geliel gives to those who ask for it energy that revives and stimulates, the way to properly channel the impulses and to discern between the real and the false. It tends to favor any activity where fertility is key, as in agricultural activities and those who are responsible for researching and treating problems related to fertility. It also favors harmony and marital fidelity, peace in conflictive places and people, truth and honesty where there are misunderstandings and errors, and above all universal love that allows overcoming any kind of prejudice. Kehitl, meaning adorable God, is known as the angel of the harvest and blessings, granting protection from bad luck, fatalities, bad omens and adversities. He gives the ability to distinguish harmful and harmful forces. He brings harmony to our inner self, from all external influences, blessings from God and the necessary inspiration to approach the Creator, elevate and discover Him. It teaches respect for Mother Nature and the beings of creation, so it favors any activity, project or idea that is related to the environment, professions and activities such as organic farming and horticulture. It is also related to food, in terms of dietetics, food hygiene and especially the fight against hunger in the world. People born under its influence can be quite harmonious and equanimous, establishing a fair balance between their spiritual and material world. Mihil, meaning God who gives life, is also known as the angel of inspiration, so it favors activities and professions related to literature, writing, teaching, medicine, commerce and activities related to printing. In addition to disciplines that are associated with relaxation. If requested, this being of light can awaken a very fertile imagination and mental faculties capable of surprising and astonishing. It drives away evil, harmful beings, protects from low instincts and aggressive and violent outbursts. Ask for his help when you want to succeed in your chosen path, as long as it is not to the detriment of others. Elamaya, his name means the hidden God. It is associated with the golden color and diamond. It tends to provide intuition, especially to discover or unveil hidden things or intentions, so it is related to the mysteries and secrets of humanity. It is invoked to give calm and tranquility to the spirit, helping to overcome all the torments and afflictions in this aspect. It gives protection to travelers. Those born under its influence are skilled in materializing, inventing, creating and undertaking. His help is requested for the stability and success of enterprises and businesses. It is likely to propose new and innovative ideas and projects, being ingenious and influencing the people around them, providing new ways of looking at situations. For this reason, they tend to be people who leave positive marks in the places they frequent. Mahasaya, the meaning of his name is God Savior. This seraph is associated with forgiveness and salvation, so his favors are requested to achieve peace and harmony in relationships with the environment. Also when you need to learn content with ease, whether exams, lectures. When one wishes to know about high sciences, occult philosophies, theology. Its help is ideal for those who wish to be in tune with life, perfect their character and increase their physical attractiveness. Sit'l, the name of this seraphim means God of hope. Those who are influenced by his power usually rely on the gift of the word, are honest, deeply despising the lie and disloyalty. They are charismatic, strong-willed, active and faithful to their convictions and principles. It is the angel of responsibility, because it usually symbolizes this value. In addition, it is associated with hope and protection against all evil and adversity. It is invoked to request protection and shelter from all evil, bad energy, adversity and weapons. It also grants faith, so strong and deep-rooted that it is capable of moving mountains. It favors those who hold political offices and powers, legislators, lawyers, executives, engineers, architects and doctors. Lelahel, which means praiseworthy God, people who are influenced by his energy are balanced and idealistic, feel much inclination for activities and work that contribute to the development and improvements in the level of consciousness and life of the human race. They like astrology, traditional and alternative medicine, disciplines that allow spiritual healing. It is invoked against evil people and to seek enlightenment in acts of healing. It is common to request his help to seek the love of someone, ask for his help and protection to avoid the temptation to engage in dishonest business. Akaya, this celestial being whose name means good and patient God, individuals born on the days that Akaya rules, are usually very observant, are calm and intuitive, so they tend to be very good counselors and especially influence people. They like technology, especially if they can relate it to disseminate the arts. They also love nature and the mysteries and secrets it holds. Invoking the help of this being of light will help you to improve your patience, especially in the professional area and in the various difficult situations that life presents. It is very appropriate to ask for her help when you want to discover the mysteries of Mother Nature, and the meaning of life when you are discouraged and without faith. It boosts the capacity to innovate, combating and pushing away laziness, negligence and carelessness. Int'l, the name of this seraphim means God Joy of Men. It is known as Angel of Joy, therefore, symbolizes optimism, understanding, comfort and obviously joy. Generally his favor is requested to have comfort in complex and difficult situations, to receive joys and good fortune. It brings wisdom and divine enlightenment, exceptional longevity and protection from prejudice. His energy usually favors those who are inclined to philosophy, esotericism and those sciences that favor for good the psyche of the human being. Remember that Int'l guides you on the path of knowledge and will choose a good teacher and appropriate companions, only if you ask him to do so. Vihuya, his name means God elevated above all things. Those born under his influence are subtle, astute, curious, optimistic, with facility for writing, oratory and the arts. It is the seraphim of transformation, representing the gift and power of love and wisdom, but above all change, transformation and transmutation. It is a celestial being that grants strength and energy to overcome depressive states and illnesses. She also grants to those who ask for it the necessary willpower to create, change and transform, speed of thought and lucidity. It favors inventors, filmmakers, alchemists, chemists and scientists, those who require intellectual enlightenment, wisdom, speed of reasoning and subtlety. Remember that the explanation has no biblical foundation, except for the mention of Isaiah 6 verses 1-8. It is also necessary to mention that this is not a religion channel, it is not a catechism channel. Here we have compiled all the information that there is about these beings at present, a greeting from all the team that we do mythology.